And on the other side, you have the guy running in New York, Mamdani, right? Okay, who's like a straight-up communist. I mean, he is. He talks about, the things that communists say. I mean, he wants free grocery stores, free bus.
Bill Maher just unleashed on Zohran Mamdani, and it's absolute fireworks. The late-night provocateur tore into the New York lawmakers over the top progressive agenda, quipping that Mamdani's victory basically handed Republicans a free campaign commercial. Maher didn't pull punches. His roast was razor-sharp, hilarious, and merciless. Blink for a second, and you'll miss the carnage. Seriously, grab your popcorn. So tell me, who's really running the left's playbook now?
Who's the most popular politician on the left?
AOC? I don't know.
One of, but who's Bernie? Bernie is
Bernie, yeah.
Bernie is. I mean, he's not a capitalist.
No, he's not, and he's also not president.
He's not. But
never would be.
But neither is Mamdani.
No, but he will, trust me, he will be featured in the campaign commercials.
But they're going to feature people. They boogeyman everybody.
Yeah, but you don't have to boogeyman him. He does it to himself.
Dare we say it? The GOP doesn't even need to exaggerate Zohran Mamdani. He does the work for them every time he speaks. With Mamdani gaining momentum for a New York mayoral run, critics warn his rise could hand Republicans a political jackpot. It's like a neon sign flashing. Democrats are living in a fantasy world. Mamdani claims he's just a democratic socialist, but that explanation only flies inside his own echo chamber. Maher isn't buying it. He sees Mamdani as the embodiment of dreamy, idealistic leftism that sounds noble, but gives conservatives the easiest talking points of their careers.
This must be horrible for a guy like you, who you spent your whole life talking about how government tries to do too much, which it does, and spends too much. And here you have Trump, who is the Republican, who is aggrandizing more power than anybody, as we just talked about. And on the other side, you have the guy running in New York, Mamdani, right? Okay, who's like a straight-up communist. I mean, he is. He talks about, the things that communists say. I mean, he wants free grocery stores, free buses.
I want him to win.
You want him to win?
Yeah.
On the surface, Mamdani's pitch gleams like a utopian daydream, full of warmth, hope, and applause lines perfect for magazine covers. But peel back a layer and the shine fades. Idealists might swoon, but anyone familiar with past socialist experiments sees the warning signs. The same old ideas recycled and dressed up as progress, déjà vu with a glossy new cover.
I think every 20 years or so.
Wait.
We need every 20 years or so, we need a conspicuous, confined experiment with socialism so we can crack it up again. Socialist slogan used to be, workers of the world unite, you have nothing to lose but your chains. The new socialist slogan is, trust us, this time it won't be a mess.
History has shown that socialist experiments crash, so often they're like a hot stove. People already burned once know to be cautious. The exception? Younger generations, easily dazzled by buzzwords like fairness and free for all. The issue isn't greed, it's human nature. People thrive on challenge, reward, and the drive to build and create. Remove that, and momentum stalls. Bureaucracy takes over. Motivation fades. Innovation flatlines. A system built for equality can quickly decay into waste and resentment. When government tries to control everything, it eventually collapses under its own weight. Mamdani's big government promises might sound noble, but in practice, they buckle under reality, leaving everyone equally disappointed.
When the post-war Labour government in Britain was about to get started, one of their leading lights was a socialist named Nurian Bevan. He said, what could go wrong? He said, we have a nation bedded on coal, surrounded by fish. It would take an organizational genius to have a shortage of either. In 3 years, they had a shortage of both.
Ask Britain. When the UK dove headfirst into socialism in the early 1900s, promising fairness and shared prosperity, it quickly collapsed under red tape. Nationalized industries stalled, production plummeted, prices soared, and the economy flatlined, earning the grim nickname "Sick Man of Europe," until Thatcher's market reforms revived it. Today, Bill Maher warns that Zohran Mamdani could be a similar trapdoor for Democrats. By doubling down on divisive issues like youth gender care, he risks alienating the moderate voters who actually decide elections. What some call bold progressive action, To moderates, looks self-destructive, handing Republicans a ready-made narrative that the left has lost touch with reality and the everyday voter.
Beyond saying that we're going to make a sanctuary city for LGBTQIA plus New Yorkers, beyond saying that we're going to establish an Office of LGBTQIA plus Affairs, is also that we're going to provide $65 million in funding for gender-affirming care, the same amount of funding that the federal government threatened to pull out from local providers for that kind of work.
Let's be real. Trump doesn't have to try to make Mamdani look radical. Mamdani does it all on his own. Proposals for government-run grocery stores and free citywide transit paint a picture of a state-controlled everyday life. While he calls himself a democratic socialist, his rhetoric reads straight from the far-left playbook. Noble intentions aside, that kind of platform only fuels the fear that Democrats are drifting toward full-blown socialism. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, you know the rest.
He has attacked you personally and publicly like this.
He's not a socialist. He's a communist, okay? This is not a socialist mayor. This is a communist.
I don't like to see a communist become mayor, I will tell you that.
I call him my little communist. He's my little communist mayor. We should never be in a position where we're talking about a communist.
We're going to end up with a communist mayor. It's not even believable, my beautiful New York. I think if a communist takes over New York City, I think that's a gift to the Republican Party.
He's gone after you personally and in public like this. He's not a socialist, he's a communist. Let's be clear, this isn't a socialist mayor. This is a communist mayor. I don't like the idea of a communist running the city, and I'll be honest, I call him my little communist mayor. We should never even be in a position where a communist is in charge. If a communist takes over New York City, it's unreal. And frankly, it would be a huge gift to the Republican Party.
This vision of democratic socialism, it's one that often comes back to what Martin Luther King said decades ago. A vision of, call it democracy or call it democratic socialism, there must be a better distribution of wealth for all of God's children in this country. Here in New York City, wealthiest city in the wealthiest country in the history of the world, 1 in 4 are in poverty. 500,000 kids go to sleep hungry every night. It's untenable to live with this kind of a divide. We have to actually have a politics that puts working people.
Look closer and you'll see Mamdani's message isn't new. It's just a remix of old political slogans with a modern twist. Promises of fairness, equality, and shared prosperity wrapped in emotional language and selective statistics. It's a story history has told before. The applause fades, the policies hit, and progress stalls while innovation suffocates. That's not what New York or America needs. This country was built on freedom, ambition, and entrepreneurship, not top-down control. And underneath the sarcasm, Maher knows exactly how that story ends.
Who stopped taking the subway after September 11th because she did not feel safe in her hijab.
Well, it wasn't so much his aunt as his dad's cousin, but, semantics. Douglas, is he ready to lead?
No, in absolutely no way is he ready to lead, and that was just another reminder of it. This is such a self-involved little narcissist with so little going for him.
It's the same old playbook. Craft emotional stories that pull at heartstrings and generate quick support. Politics 101. For Democrats skilled in identity-driven messaging, Zohran Mamdani is a dream candidate, symbolic, emotional, and easy to sell as a moral crusader. The party machine will hail him as a champion of compassion. But look past the spotlight and the picture changes. Poetic speeches and polished campaigns don't fool realists. Great storytelling isn't the same as great leadership. Mamdani's narrative may wow idealists, but to those paying attention, it's theater, elegant, moving, but empty where it truly counts. That glossy origin story around Zohran Mamdani doesn't hold up under scrutiny. But in deep blue New York, loyalty often trumps logic. He's poised to win not because his policies work, but because his story sells. The real question isn't whether he wins. It's what happens when campaign slogans collide with the chaos of actually running New York City. Speeches are easy. Leadership isn't. Watching Mamdani confront reality will be telling. His rise isn't a victory for progress, it's a warning. Beneath the polished promises lies a philosophy history has rejected again and again. Maher's alarm bells aren't ringing for nothing. If Mamdani steers New York down that path, the fallout won't stop at City Hall. It could reshape the entire Democratic brand. That's a wrap on today's breakdown. If this hit the mark, tap like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. See you next time.